My name is Justin Peoples, and I'm here to discuss the education in the 1940s and the current time education. Let's go back where pictures were black and white, and where people expect a lot happened in our current time. Speaking of black and white, those two races had a problem with each other. One of those problems were with black education. During the era of slavery, educating African American people was of little concern to the white population. It was illegal in some states to teach an African American person to read or write. Even where states were allowed them teachings, it was very unlikely to get that opportunity. During the 1930s and the 1940s, education was scarce at best. Financial burdens and segregation among hardships made it difficult for blacks to obtain a quality education. With the help of Northern philanthropists and a persistence of important figures, education of African Americans gradually became better. After the Civil War, when African Americans gained the right to vote. Education didn't get better until 1872. That's when the Maryland law provided the construction of public schools for black students. However, the Montgomery Schools County School Board resisted the construction and maintenance of black schools. This problem remained up until the 1940s. Also in the 1940s, there was a documentary film called One-Tenth in Our Nation. The subject was the state of Negro education in the South. Its intent was to show both progress and continuing needs. In the United States, white opposition to African American success resulted in only the most rudimentary schools for African Americans. As proven by Gephardt versus Belton, was a case decided by the Delaware Court of Chancery in 1952 and affirmed by the Delaware Supreme Court in the same year. Gephardt was one of the 5 cases combined into the Brown versus Board of Education, the 1954 decision of the United States Supreme Court, which found unconstitutional racial segregation in United States public schools. So if a black person from the struggling time in the 1940s came to our era, they'd be happy that the nonsense is over. Then they'll be mad that kids now have perfect opportunity to show what they have and live a great life. Education was not free and still isn't really free. Now in the present time, the government is trying his best to make the education available as possible. So if it's so free, then who is paying for the schools and helping out with giving all this free material? Taxes just takes a small amount of what you buy every day to help. Also, conditions began to improve somewhat in the 20th century. In 1917, Julius Rosenwald, a director with Sears and Rosenbuck and Company, started a foundation to make funds arranged for black schools in the southern states. I'm done.
Okay, good. Very good. So what is this for?
What is this for?
What class?
Class? Oh no, this was just a project.
Oh, what kind of a project was it?
Yeah, just a break project.
Oh, a break project. Okay, good. A research project.
Yep.
About black history.
Yeah.
Okay.
Education.
Good. Black education. Okay, very good. Very good job. This is Justin Peoples, 12 years old. And in what grade?
7th.
7th grade. Very good.